We are live. Welcome to Hack Shack Studios. RT Bear here. Wow, little congestion. Hope everyone's having a good morning. It is 10:47 here in Texas, so we're getting along. We're getting along. The morning is almost gone. So how is everyone? Hope everybody's doing fine. And yes, I don't know if you heard, but yes, last night Ethan Van Sciver took my fish. He took my damn fish, and I'm not happy about it. Yeah, there's gonna be hell to pay. Yeah, I'm gonna bring the hell upon him. No, I'm not. Anyways, I'm gonna play the clip, but I wanna see what you guys are all up to. This is just gonna be a quick little morning chat. Hoping to hang out with you guys, touch base before I get to work here. My condolences on your loss. Yeah, the fish loss. He took my damn salmon. Salmon jacked. The RT Bear story. Okay, La Magante. Did I say it right? Lea Magante. I'm trying, man. I'm working it. I'm trying. Yeah. That will be my life story now. Salmon jacked. I like that though. Hey chat, how is everybody? Dragon Multimedia LLC. The Normie Nerd. Good morning. Yes, or good day, I should say. God bless you, young man. God bless you, Past Master Dan. I like you. He says close. Yeah, well, I'll keep trying, but I can't make any promises. The slammin' salmon. You know what? Salmon, ask my wife, man. That's my favorite. It's my favorite fish of all time. I like it. I like it a lot. Believe it or not, I like shark, but that's getting harder to find. And also swordfish. Swordfish is getting a little hard to find too. So salmon is a little bit more common. It's easier to find at restaurants. My wife prepares this salmon, and it's like stuffed with crab meat or something. So it's like the salmon, and then it's kind of like a turkey. It's like a stuffing. It's like breading and crab meat and like some kind of sauce. And she puts it into the salmon and cooks it together. And holy crap, it is so good. I like, is it blackened salmon as well? I guess that's kind of Cajun style, where it's a little spicy. But I don't think I've ever had a bad salmon. I had seared salmon once, and not too crazy about it. I didn't really like it. I thought I'd like it because what is it? Lox? Is it like bagels and lox? Isn't that like thinly sliced salmon that you put on a bagel? I like that, but I think it's because it's really thin. When you sear, like a salmon steak or whatever, it's just the outside and the inside's all raw. So I didn't really care for that. I think it's just because there's too much, like the ratio between cooked and raw is too much. There's too much raw. So let's see what Mr. K has to say. In his way, he will challenge the world. I haven't been online for a while. So who is this handsome young chap, and what is he done with art? Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, for some reason I woke up and the gray, it's reversing. It's a natural phenomenon. I've read about it that sometimes like your gray hair will just miraculously turn dark. So I'm hoping it'll continue into this space and then on top of my head. And that'd be nice. By the way, what I just said isn't true at all. Yeah, I dyed it. I cannot tell a lie. Morning, how you doing, Praetor 7? Okay, Giant Llama Art FFs. Giant Llama. Oh yeah. Oh, the Le Magante. So should I just call him the Giant Llama? Maybe I'll just do that. Yeah. Hey, Giant Llama, what's up? All right, here it is again. See, you guys are just, this is not going to go well. I'll tell you right now. La ma hagante. Hagante. I did it right. La ma hagante. Yeah, maybe if you start writing your name like this phonetically, I can make it out. Yeah, I do apologize, but it probably won't be the last time I butcher your name. So I apologize. And I apologize in advance for the future the future butchering. Hello, RT Bear. EVS does something fishy. Yeah, he took my salmon away. I'm gonna play those clips. I think they're well, I'm not gonna, I was gonna say I think they're funny, but I'm trying to be like, no, I'm mad. I can't be mad. I don't even know how to. Let me see. I'm gonna raise my chair up a little bit. Statistical zero. Thought I would pop in, say hi to you, Art and chat. Have a great day. Oh, before you go, we got to do this. We have to do this. All right. This, God, I'll tell you right now, Black and White is on fire, and we are so darn close to 50, or not 50, 49K. So what is that? Is that 37? $37 away from 49K. So it would be great if we could do that in this live stream. If we just get one backer, I will feel I have done a day's work, a hard day of labor. And you guys can make that happen. You guys can make me feel like I'm not a complete and utter failure today. So if we can get this to 49 on this live stream, I will be so grateful to whoever the backer is. That would be amazing. We are also creeping upon 600 backers, which is phenomenal. And then if we can get that backer, during this live stream, which would be amazing. But yeah, 50K, we would just be 1,000 away from 50K. That would be terrific if we could do that before the end of the week. So then we would be going into the last week of the campaign, of the first month of the campaign, with that 50K. So then I think it would clear. I don't know. I kind of feel like it would clear the runway for that 60K. So it would be truly amazing if we could get to that 60K by the end of the first 30. And then Pamela and I are talking about the second. We're not sure if it's going to be 30. It might be 20. But I'm just going to say 30 for now because it just, 30 sounds good. So we're going to kind of look at the second half of the campaign as starting over. So we're gonna, without that's just the tricky part, is to try to figure out how to do it without messing up the campaign you already have. So what I want to do and what I'm able to do is going to be two different things. But right now, what I'd like to do is bring back some of those early bird specials. I don't know how I'm going to do it, and exclusives. I think the exclusives would be easier to do, but basically to give you a second shot at these exclusives. And maybe they won't be exactly the same as the exclusives and the early birds that I offered before, but they'll be different. So I do have some ash cans. I was talking to, I think, Comic Book Bob yesterday on yesterday's stream, and there was a lot of talk about ash cans, and I still have very, very limited, but I have some ash cans left from volume 1. I'll show those on the live stream here. And we did have some offered in the early birds, but we have to do them very limited because there's just not a lot. We also have a few of the Greg Capullo original variant cover, and I'm going to see how many of those we have left. So we might be doing something like that as in the form of an exclusive or an early bird. And then a lot of you guys have mentioned that you want that line art variant that we had the 72-hour sale for. And like I said, I do have to run this by Pamela. We got to just make sure that this is all this is all cool and it doesn't like, mess up the rest of the campaign. But I would like I said, what I want and what we can do is two different things. But what I'd like to do is bring that 72-hour line art variant back for the second 30. I think that would be fun, and it would be a way of kind of celebrating the second half of the campaign and kind of separating the two instead of just rolling it in and trying to seem like it's just one big campaign. Kind of look at it as like two parts, like it's a two-part campaign kind of thing, and try to do some fun things for you guys, like maybe offer some different things. We also have stretch goal items. We have patches still. We have some trading cards. We have a lot of the stretch goal goodies from the original campaign that we still have that we could offer, but we'll have to do those very limited because we don't have a lot of those left. So maybe we'll do some like early birds or exclusives with some of those as well. We have 2 patches, we have stickers, trading cards, we have buttons. We have a lot of cool stuff that we could do. I even have some pogs left from 94 that we might, kind of fling your way and see if we can keep this fun and give you something interesting to back and collectible as well. It would be very cool. I also have some original 1994 black and white trading cards that Extreme Studios put out. I'm going to go through all that stuff and see if I can put cool tiers together for you guys for that second half. But I'm just saying this stuff just to give you something to look forward to. And also, I just feel Pamela feels bad too that we kind of botched that pre-launch, email that should have gone out. And so this will kind of be a second shot and a way to try to make it up to you guys. So you can get in there, and I'll give, each and every one of you, as early warning as I can. So we can keep it, I guess, as fair as possible and make sure that you guys all know what's going on. So, yeah. So I also I'm going to play this video. This might be the last time I play this particular video because Red Gaze and myself, well, actually it's mostly just Red Gaze. I just kind of told him some stuff that I would like to be added, but there's a second video and it's pretty killer. And like I said, I had very little to do with it. I kind of art direct a little bit, but not too much. I mean, this guy is really on it. He understands the concept and the characters and everything, so it makes it that much easier. So let's play the video. And I know some people. Ian says it sounds like a drill, like a dental drill. I think it sounds awesome. I think it sounds very rockin'. I stand by the music choice. We're Law and Order. Are often blurred to gray. I remember having a conversation with Eric Larson, and he says, I hate things that have questions in them, like taglines and pitches and stuff like that. And because this is like in a world where, that type of thing. Oh, and he's just like, I don't really like that. And I was like, oh, well, I'm going to do it anyway because I like it. Man versus machine, black and white. Yeah, I dig it. I think it's great. Yeah, but we have a new video coming, and I'll let you guys know as soon as it's done. But once again, we are like 37. Is it 37? Yeah, dollars away from 49K. If we could get there, I'll do something. I'll do something crazy. I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably just thank you guys, a lot. All right, so this is Black and White Volume 2, Man versus Machine. They're back and badder than ever. This is, God, I'm so happy with this cover. I got Stefani Renee, one of Comicsgate's top colorists. There's Kyle Ritter, and then there's Stefani Renee. As far as I'm concerned, those are the two top guys. And he agreed to do the color on this. And the funny thing about Stefani and I, we go back like 15 years or so, and he colored two graphic novels, two Chrono Mechanics graphic novels in the day. So I've known the guy for a while now. So it's neat. He was good then, but now he's absolutely amazing. I think this cover looks fantastic. Look at all the like highlights on like Reed's hair and his back, and Whitney's hair and the side of her chest there and her leg. Just fantastic. Just those little things like that just make these things come to life. And he's fantastic. God, look at this. I'm sorry, man. This is so good. This is so good. And Stefani is one of the big reasons why I love all the effects coming off of JC's face there too, and the glowing eye. Those are little teasers. Those are little teasers right there for what's coming in Volume 2. So yeah, you guys. So this is I'm going through pages right now, all my layouts. And the layouts are 62 pages. So I think we say 64 here, but it's 62. And then we do have an epilogue. So we will get beyond that 64 page count. And that's my writing partner is Joe Fulton, AKA Thunderbuns. And he's going to be working on this. We got Priya Parai back as far as the colors for the interiors. He rocks, man. He is so good. And he puts up with all my shenanigans, all my color notes and stuff like that, which is good when you can have a working partner that you can have back and forth with creatively. It's pretty fantastic. And then we have Eric Weathers, Comscate's own, on letters. So that's gonna be new for me, is trying and working with a new letterer. And one of the main things is that Eric understands production and stuff as well. So like printing and things and getting files ready. And so I want to work with somebody that can bring the book together, print and make it print worthy, I guess, or print ready is the word. So we got Kenneth Racafort. We also have there's going to be some cool stuff that is going to hopefully be coming your way soon with this campaign. We got some big things planned. And I'm crossing my fingers that I can make all of this stuff happen for you guys, because this campaign is just starting right now. I mean, we're just getting momentum here. So I'm really gearing up for the long haul here. And I'm really hoping that the last week, hopefully towards the end of this week, early the following week, that we can make these announcements, put some of these things up, and let you guys speak with your wallets and see what you think. But yeah, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. And then, like I said, the second 30, which is just what I'm calling it right now, we are going to do some cool exclusives and maybe I guess I'm calling them early bird specials, but they'll probably more be exclusives. I'll figure it out as we get closer to it. And then we have where's the high octane? Oh, there it is. Whoa, my computer's slow. The high octane adventure artwork. I got freaked out. We got Von Klaus, man, Monster MD. We got Pedro Eng. Pedro is the artist on this, and he draws in this killer animation style, which is fantastic. And also, he's putting these animation situations together. So there's one of Whitney, she's leaping like across these buildings, and then black is kind of like there's this moving background. It's kind of this James Bond thing where he pulls out his guns and then he fires right at the screen. I showed him on one of the live streams, but hopefully he's a lot further along and we can show that, because that would be great also to try to build some stuff up, get some energy going. I got some new layouts I'm going to show you guys soon. I'm mostly in layout phase right now, you guys. So, I'm trying to stay organized. I'm trying to do all the writing, at one time, all the layouts at one time, and then lock those things down and then move on to the next thing. So I can kind of keep more of a continuity of thought. So then I go into the pencil mode and I just pencil everything, the whole book, and then I'll ink the whole book. So that's kind of the idea. I've never had the luxury of working like that before, but I would like to see if it is possible this time, because I'm kind of more of a guy that I like to just stay in one creative mindset and not jump around too much. So I work better that way. I work faster that way. So that's what I'm trying to gear up to do. So we also have the second printing of Volume 1. Volume 1 has completely sold out. We only have one book, and that's mine. And when I say we only have one book left, I only have one book. It's not hyperbole. There's only one book that from Volume 1 that I have here. I have some of the Capullo variants, but I do not have the main cover that I did along with Kyle Ritter. So, like I said, we do have a couple of these remastered, the original Capullo for the first campaign, but that is not being offered right now. Those were some of the exclusives and early birds. So I'm gonna do a count and see how many we have left. So that might be part of the second 30. But what we do have is we have the Virgin variant that we did for the Second Chance campaign, and that is only offered in the jam, the black and white jam tier. So you can get that along with all the other books. I'm gonna go up to it and show you guys everything that comes in the jam. So you will get, by the way, you guys, all these books come signed. You will get the main cover. You will get the new the second printing cover. You will get the Grey Capullo Virgin variant cover. You get the Roquefort cover. You get the High Octane book, the 22-page animated adventure book, and you get a trading card and a special mini print. So that's what all comes with the jam, the jam or jamma. So that's the only place you can get the Grey Capullo variant for now. So then we have this. This is really cool. This is original art. These are story layouts, and so, like I said, this is where my head's at right now. Breaking down these stories, getting composition, basic proportion and storytelling down. So then all I have to do is light box these and tighten them up. Put costumes on them. Any stuff that needs to be fixed, fixed as far as like lengths of arms or any kind of like bad drawings that I see, I can fix. And what I'll do is I'll probably do that digitally, because I have all these digital now. I'm putting all the files together, and I'll probably go in Photoshop and I'll just give them once over, and I'll tweak them up, and then I'll light box them and put the put the costumes and everything on them. But so this is a chance to get layouts, work in progress, artwork. I think is always cool. It makes these campaigns more personal. I think things that you can't really get anywhere else. And this is one of those things. And they're only $40, you guys, and they're all penciled and inked. Most of the pencil is still on there, so you get to see all the like work in progress lines thrown down. These are a little cleaned up for the digital, but the original still have a lot of just like there's notes. There's notes in the borders and stuff like that. There's basic dialogue ideas. So you'll get more than just this. These are cleaned up versions of the work in progress layouts, but the ones you'll get will have all the pencils, the notes. Sometimes there's little drawings in the margins. There's all kinds of little things that I think are cool. I like to see how things are put together. I like to see how the creative process works, and that's what these are. And also, these are there's a tier for the layouts, but there's also add-ons. You can get them as add-ons, as you can get all the books too. So you can get, I believe, the 4 main books. The only book you can't get as an add-on is the Grey Capullo variant. So everything else, plus the layouts, are as an add-on. So you can customize basically your own tier if you want. And also keep in mind, the layouts there's only $1 in shipping. So whether you back the tier or you back it as an add-on, it's only $1 in shipping. And the only reason we did that is we tried to do 0 shipping and it wouldn't let us. So we had to put some kind of number down. And so the dollar will help us, pay for the handling part of it. It's not so much for the shipping, but, we're going to put these in backing bags and boards, and we'll try to keep them as safe as possible. Since it is original artwork, I want to make sure that it ships to you in good condition. And they'll fit right in the backing board and bag, and they'll fit right in the Gemini mailer. So they should be able, I say, because the post office still finds a way to destroy things. They go out of their way sometimes, it seems. But we'll do everything in our power to make sure that these things ship in pristine condition. So yeah, so there's the layouts there. And we are going to bring the Super Jam Plus commissions back today. That's one of the priorities that Pamela and I are going to do. So anybody is interested in getting me to draw a commission, which I don't do. I used to do a lot. I used to have these commission periods where I'd open up commissions and I just take a bunch of commissions and then I would draw those. But I really want to spend my time drawing the black and white book. I feel I owe it to you guys not to be doing a lot of external stuff and just focusing on black and white itself, so I can try to get this thing done as quickly as possible. So if you guys have been wanting me to do a commission for you, there's been a few people that have contacted me. This is your chance to get me to commit to a commission here. So it'll be fun. This is an example of what the commission quality looks like. So I think this came out pretty good. This was a commission I did for volume 1 of black and white. And so we have the stretch goals. We've already unlocked 2. We got the 30K stretch goal. We have the 40K stretch goal. So you're going to get a trading card. So there's already 2 trading cards that you're going to get free with this campaign. So you're going to get the early bird pre-launch card, and you're going to get the 30K card. And if you've backed a tier that is 3 books or more, you'll get that special trading card as well. So there's already 3 trading cards attached to this campaign. So we're already moving and shaking. And so then we have the Boom Baby, the Inko sticker. So Inko is already legendary. And I'll show you what the Inko sticker will look like. I have it in the updates. And then we are a stone's throw away from the 50K, you guys. This is a big one. It's a big milestone. This is upgrading. So we're going to upgrade all the covers to, the square bound format, the heavy stock cover. And not only will the main book be like that, but all the variants will be like that. And I don't think that the high octane is going to be square bound, but it will have an upgraded cover. So it's 22 pages, and I don't think you can really square bound 22 pages. I will look into that. I'll find out, and I'll let you guys know. But I'm planning on now kind of more of just like a traditional comic book cover, and but it'll have upgraded paper. So it'll be more that heavy stock paper. So that's the campaign, you guys. So there's all kinds of tiers. There's this one cool tier, be a character. So I can draw you in the book. And this comes with all the books, all the 4 main books. The main book, the Rockfort, the High Octane. Actually, that's 3 main. So it doesn't come with the Grey Capullo, but it does come with the original page. So the 11 by 17 original page will come your way with your face in there. Your face, you'll be a character in black and white, Man versus Machine. So yeah, we are 1 backer away from 49K. That would be amazing. Oh shoot. Maybe we're more than 1 backer away from oh my gosh, we're $2 away from 49K. Holy shit, you guys. Thank you so much for the backer. Well, I'm gonna ask for one more favor. If we could get $2 worth of backing, we can get this to 49 by the end of the stream. So yeah, let's look forward to that. That'll be cool. That'll be cool if we can get there. Let's see. I'm going to try to catch up with you guys. Yeah, he. I got to get him the file. I'll ask um, Red Gaze if he can send it out. Sorry, I'm reading here. Ooh, salmon patties made with. Oh, that's where you kind of crush the crackers in, right? You crush the crackers and then you kind of just it's more like hamburger meat, right? Where it's kind of like the uh isn't the meat kind of like, I don't know, shredded up or whatever, and then you kind of mix it with the crackers and then you just kind of grill it like a hamburger. Is that kind of, I think I've had something like that. What else do they call them? I forget. There's something else that's like that, that's fish based, and I've had them when we went to West Virginia. I had them. We took Pamela's mom out. I forget what the hell, the fish cakes, or there's something cakes. I forget what they're called, but I think they're more like Cajun. They're spicy. They're not called fish cakes, but it's something. It's something better than that. I don't think they were salmon. They were another type of fish. Albert fish. Art likes Albie fish. I don't know what that means. Dude, you're a weirdo. Art catches shark with his teeth. There's something perversely fun about eating a shark. And shark meat, if you've ever had it, it's really good. It's like steak. It's like steak meat, but it's tender. It's like a tuna. It's like a tuna steak. So it flakes. It flakes like tuna, but it tastes more like steak. It's really good. But for some reason, God, people are so weird. It's like, oh well, we're fishing sharks into extinction. Um, no tears here, man. I'll eat every last shark there's out there. I don't care. Because they're delicious. No worries. La Magante. Art said my name backwards so often I had to change it. The normie nerd. Did I say it right? I hope. Well, thanks for changing it just for my inadequacies. I appreciate it. I love fish, but I live in southern Indiana. So is it hard to get fish? I used to like, what was it called? Like red snapper. It's got a lot of bones in it, but it's kind of like, I think of it like it's the chicken of fish. Like you can mask the taste with a lot of different spices and stuff. My wife likes halibut. I think halibut is one of those like it's got to be cooked really well because it can get really kind of chewy. So halibut's a little hit and miss for me. We got Joe Bernardo in the house. Aloha, aloha. Hey Joe, I just sent you a message about the Chrono books. So Pamela just needs some information. I think she needs your backer number, and she just needs to look in to see what your order is, and then yeah, we'll find out what the shipping is, the new shipping, and then we'll replace those books that didn't get there for you. So that's one of the things that we do here. Is it's usually I want to say it's no questions asked if something doesn't get there or is destroyed, but we still ask questions because we kind of have to verify because there might be somebody that just wants to get like a free second copy of something. So excuse me, usually we'll ask for some kind of verification. So if it was destroyed or damaged, we usually ask for pictures just to verify. And if it didn't get there, we'll take your word for it. And if the shipping's a little expensive, we'll ask and see if you can chip in a little bit because it's more the shipping. It's the post office's fault, not ours. So usually our first plan of attack is to go to the post office and see if they'll rectify the situation. More often than not, they won't, because they're the U.S. government and they don't give a shit. So then it falls back on us. And we just want to make sure that every one of you guys are happy, because we can't do this without you. So without your patronage, without your loyalty, we can't do this. So it's a small thing, but I think it speaks volumes. So that's kind of our policy as far as returns or damage and stuff like that. I don't think we've ever not made good on the orders. So I believe we've done that for each and every one of you guys that have had a problem. We have been talking about posters a lot lately, and the posters are really problematic. I would say 9 times out of 10, they ship damaged. And that's not even exaggeration. Most of them ship damaged. Even from the printer, our black and white posters for the Second Chance campaign, they ship from the printer damaged. So it's really hard to ship those things. Sheldon Martin says, probably hard to find. What is it? BC people say there's more mercury. Oh, in predatory fish. Oh, I see. Maybe. Yeah, you can eat a shark. It used to be more prevalent. Like you could go to, better fish restaurants, restaurants that serve fish, and you could get them, and they're really good. If I see them on the menu, I'll always, and swordfish too. Swordfish is really good. Swordfish kind of tastes like shark. So it's more common. Swordfish is more common. So if you've ever had swordfish, just think of it as like shark meat, but shark meat is better. For some reason, it's really good. Lox and bagel. Yeah, I like lox and bagel. Salmon of color. Let's see. I'm gonna catch up, and then I'm gonna play that clip where I get a fish taken away from me. Ethan Van Sciver steals my my fish, takes it right out of my mouth. Starving artist. We got Bob. Comic Bob is in the house. Oliver's a hit. Morning. Ooh, rancid potato. The link in the description isn't working. Oh shit. You know what I'll do is I'll put it. Thank you, Rancid. I'll put it in. Oh shit. I know why. Because I just copied and pasted. If I just copy and paste it from previous YouTube stream I've done, for some reason it won't copy right. It won't. I have to redo the URL link. Copy. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat here. Thanks for the heads up. Here we go. Yeah, there's the black and white link right there. I'm pretty sure you can just click it and it will take you right there. Thanks for the heads up, rancid potato. I've never had a rancid potato. I like potatoes. They're pretty good. Oh, and Bob put one in the link too. Thank you, or in the chat. Thank you, Bob. And I'll fix that when I'm done with the show. So anybody watching this later, know that the link will be active. See that black and white song is so catchy. I can't get it out of my head. Wait, I see the great Pedro Eng. He's here. Pedro's here. I'm timing that trailer for the end of the first 30 days. Shit, yeah. Look at this, man. Pedro is hitting it. He's hitting home runs. Not just home runs. He's hitting grand slam home runs constantly. Victor Thomas, hell yeah. Oh, Johnny says he's in. He's 625. Do I dare? Do I dare check it? You guys are talking about a lot of backing stuff here. No. we're still $2 away. We're still $2 away. Let me get back. Where am I? Just clicking on everything. Well, cool. Well, thank you so much. I just checked. I think we're still only $2 away from 49K. So we still have a chance. Yeah, there you go. $2 away from 49K. The Canuck says, sorry I'm late. Hey, as long as you're here, now the party can begin. We got the Canuck, the Canucklehead. Smash that like, yes. Man, I always feel like I gotta like put Bob on the payroll here. He works so damn hard. We got the Hyper Kaiju. Yeah, Bob posted an active link. Very cool. We got another one here, so that should help. Shadowhawk says he was backer 656. Very cool, man. Oh, wait. No, he just says hail. Sorry. He says hail 656. I'm sorry, man. I'm all over the place. Let me see. I'll let Art know. He'll fix it after. Yeah. I'll fix it after the stream for sure. The Dragon says he's got to go to class. Thanks for streaming. And don't forget, is that shift ends in 12 days. Yes, go check out Dragon Media's book, Shift. If anybody has a link, Bob, if you could put a link to Dragon Media, Shift in the chat. That'd be cool. Let's see what Sheldon has to say. I see squarebound. You can squarebound anything except Art's beard. There's no containing that epicness. You know what? I'll tell you, it's weird. It's like Hollywood magic. Like, it kind of looks better on the stream. It really looks phony in real life. I feel bad for my wife. Like, we go out in public and then she's still like hanging out with me. She must love me, man. All the shenanigans she deals with and puts up with. Inko beanie or t-shirt in the future. You know what? I usually wake up either before I go to bed or when I first wake up. I do a emails. So I'm going to get a hold of D Geek Art and see about this Inko t-shirt. We have a pretty good working prototype. And I did want to put it up on the campaign. So I'll check in with D Geek Art and see where it's at. And yeah, that could be good too. So we could do a future, a tier for Inko. Let me, I told you guys that I was going to show you the Inko in case you guys don't know what the Inko looks like. So Inko, we have a visual in the description here. I think it is. So this right here, this is Inko. So Inko is the Hack Shack Studios mascot. And I think this came out really cool. D Geek Art did the original designs. So Comicsgate's own. And so I've been talking with her to do an Inko t-shirt. And she did one version that has like, that's good ink. So it's got his slogan on it. So let me see. You know what? I can't do it now because I'm sharing. Maybe after I share this, I'll go and I'll find the actual Inko t-shirt. Let me go back. And yeah, so I'm not sure about a beanie. I think that'd be easy enough. We had these. Hold on for a sec. We have these. Oh, you know what? Holy crap! Where is that? Oh, here it is. It's right here. Doggone it. And I have. We do have prototypes. Let me see if this is like one of the older ones. So let me see if I can. We have this. So this is the Inko. Let me hold it up better. Here we go. That's good ink. His head is. Let me see. There we go. So it's a little chewed up. The dog, the dog has been chewing on it. There's nothing sacred in this studio. So this is the Inko shirt. And so at this point, we had the Inko on the back. And so the front, over the front pocket was the Hack Shack Studios publishing. Since then, I think the Hack Shack Studios on the shoulder, and it says Hack Shack Studios versus publishing. So there's been a couple changes. And so then she put this together as well. So we have the caps, and I think the back of them now say Hack Shack Studios on the back. So yeah, we're working on stuff. It's just there's so many things that's going on at the same time. So it's a little tough bringing them together. Comic Book Bob says Inko beanie would be dope. Need to add that to my collection. Yeah, Bob is like a big beanie guy. Crab cakes, that's it. Holy shit, Bob came through. They're called crab cakes. Yeah. They're delicious. Rubbery. Yeah, some of the meats are rubbery. Let's see. Oh, the music of on the black and white video. Yeah, that's why I like it. I think it's cool. I've lived surrounded by fish, 2-hour drive from the Pacific to the Caribbean. Wow, that sounds cool. Eric the Guapo says, hey, hello there. Hey, hello there right back at you. Oh, wait. It wasn't the Chrono Mechanics. It was from the T-Bear Vault books. Oh, okay. Yeah, make sure you clarify for me. Yeah, just in the message that we're going back and forth on, write that down, and then I'll make sure that Pamela gets that, and we'll put those books together for you and send those out. Very cool. I'm glad you said. There's too many things going on. My local post office is the worst. Yeah, our post office here in Texas is pretty good. So, but I don't know if they're possibly destroying things, or if it's I mean, there's multiple hands that touch these things and handle these things. Shark eating is the best. Yes. Eric the Guapo says posters are a nightmare. It sounds like you've had some dealings with posters. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I'm finally catching up in the chat, and then I'm going to show off Ethan's horrible in public. That man stole the fish right out of my mouth. Shame on Ethan Van Sciver. And salmon, as we've established, is my favorite fish meat. We have a superstar, a Comicsgate superstar. We have Donald DeLay. Give that man back his fishy. Yeah. Give it back. I wonder if he'll give it back. Like, if I ever go on his live stream again, I'm still having some reservations about it. The treatment last night was absolutely deplorable. It was horrible. It was disgusting. I've never been disrespected like that in my entire life. A man that can steal a fish out of another man's mouth, pure evil. Just pure evil. Yeah, I said it. There you go. I said it. All right. So having said that, let's oh, wait. Oh, shit. Things are going crazy here. This is a good stream, man. I like crazy streams like this. La Magante. He says refresh. And there's a couple other. Wait. There's a refresh the campaign. Refresh. All right. I like this kind of talk. I like this talk indeed. So let me go here. Wait. Okay, here we go. Do. I gotta try to focus. Do. I'm like shiny. I'm like so distracted. But I like the distractions. I used to always say I like to deviate. All right, so here we go. It's 48, 998. Is that right? 48, 998. We were $2 away. And oh my gosh, if we got one more backer, we would be at 590 backers as well. 11 days out. I think by days, well, actually, I think around noon, this will probably shift over to 10 days. So we are winding down here. So I'm going to hit refresh here. Boom. Let's see what this does. Ho, ho, ho. Yes. Thank you, guys. Look at that. 49.80. It's not just a little bit over 49K. It's $80 over 49K. And, oh, that was a couple backers. So now we're at 591. So it looks like 2 backers came in. So thanks, you guys, so very, very much. Wow. That is very, very cool. So yeah, and everybody that's backing the book right now, you're already getting freebies. So you're going to get that free trading card. You're going to get that free Inko sticker, and you get the pre-launch trading card as well. So you got 2 trading cards and that Inko sticker. I'm going to try to die cut it. I'm going to look into it, but I kind of made the design where he sticks out a little bit from the circle design, and I think that'll look cool as a die cut. But yeah, we got that, and now we are under. So what are we? We're at $920 away from 50K. This is looking really good, you guys. This is really looking good for the next couple of days. I think the last 3 days or so, we've been kind of averaging 800 or so a day. So if we could keep that trend, maybe this time tomorrow we'll be at 50K. That would be phenomenal. So everybody out there, if you could please, tweet out, let people know about this campaign. Let them know it's on fire. Black and White is back and badder than ever. Man versus Machine. This is the epic conclusion, you guys. The epic conclusion to the origin story of Black and White. So this thing is going to be badass. Joe Thunderbuns and myself are working our Thunderbuns off to make this thing happen and make it as good as possible. There are no shortcuts given. There are no excuses. I am putting everything I got into this book. This cover, I look at it, it makes me so happy to be able to do this and to do this level of work and bring these characters back. That's another thing. This is a 25-year dream, you guys. 25 years in the making. Some dreams do not die, and this one did not. And I'm so glad I kept it alive. It was 25 years of agonizing and working to try to figure out how to do this for the last 25 years. But I finally reached the destination. And with your help, with Comicsgate's help, we can do this. We can fund this big time. And it will give me. It's basically, you guys are producers, so you're basically putting money into the project so that the project can manifest, so we can build this book. And what I mean by that is that it will allow me time to pay my bills, to take care of financial things while I draw. So these things take a little bit of time to put together. So it will give me time to do the best job I can for you guys. So that's why you look at yourself as producers, like producers of movies and stuff like that. So you're kind of an investor. So you're investing in this project, but at the same time, you get the project at the end. So you don't just get the book, but you'll get all the different tiers books. You'll get the stretch goals, all the cool perks that come with it. So it's actually a pretty cool, like, win-win scenario. I'm really happy with the way this is all working out, this Comicsgate experiment. I think it's really paying off. And it's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. So thanks, you guys. We're at 49K right now. It's all because of you. 591. So we're actually, what are we? 9 backers away from 600 backers, and we're $920 away from 50K. And also, you guys remember 50K, new stretch goal, upgraded cover for all the books. So fantastic, fantastic. Man, you guys just made my day. That's cool. Oh, take care. Take care. And thank you, Bob. Thanks for having my back in the chat. You're a good guy, definitely. Art, 75K ash can. A free ash can? 75K. I'll talk. Because I know Bob digs the ash cans, man. Okay, time for a shot. Oh my gosh, you guys! Like the last couple nights, I've been pretty wasted. I'm not. I don't really. If I just drink beer or like the vodka shots, I don't really get hungover. Weirdly, like I can do vodka shots, and it's I guess everybody has their alcohol of choice and things that kind of work okay with their bodies. Like I can't drink champagne and wine. I get a wicked hangover, just sharp headache pains. Somebody told me it's because it's cheap wine or champagne. I've had good champagne and wine, and it still does the same thing. Yeah, but what it does is it just kind of wears me down. Like it just, drinking on a nightly basis. I'm not a young man anymore, even though this beard would contradict that. I do like that Aaron Lepresti says Art's way older than I am, but he looks younger. So that's taking care of yourself, man. That's what I do. I eat good and I exercise. No, I don't. if any of that stuff exists, it's just pure genetics. I have good genes. Yes, indeed, 49K. Yes, we got the boom. We got the boom in the house. Yes, and also I have my shot glasses here. I have multiples, just so I can kind of keep them clean. Let's see, what else do we got? And then I guess I'll probably end it with showing Ethan just stealing salmon right out of my mouth. Oh, cool. Thanks, Joe. Congrats, Art. I'm still planning on backing Black and White, just waiting for some cash. Completely understand. What about says we all enjoy a little ash can. There you go. Wow, a lot of ash can talk. The ash can doesn't have to be free. I will gladly buy it. I love ash cans. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have a few of these. So this was done for the first campaign. So this has all the backup pages from the Extreme Studios. Rob Liefeld did like this cool promotional thing for Black and White. And so in the back of all the books that came out that month from Extreme Studios, there was a 2-page backup story that he let me do. And this compiles it. So this is, I think it's 16 pages. So I think it was 8 different Extreme Studios books. And that white image is pretty cool of her on a motorcycle. We're going to have some white motorcycle action in this issue 2 in volume 2. So yeah, it came out really cool. Taylor Grosso and I did all the design work on here. We see the back cover. It's got the Hack Shack Studios logo. And then we have the tagline and the yin yang gun sight. So, and then this right here is the original cover for issue 1. And I remastered it. I digitally remastered it. So it's based on the original drawing, but I went and I not only cleaned it up, but I kind of redrew the faces and stuff, but I did it all digitally. So I think it came out pretty cool. And then Perea Pride did the color work. And then we have a few of these left. So this is the original 1994 promotional ash can for black and white in the day. So Dynamic Forces put this together with Great Eastern Comic Con. So Dynamic put these out to help promote, and Dynamic Forces and Extreme Studios. So it was kind of a jam that put this book together here. Let me pull it out because the plastic is a little. So we do have a few of these that we could do as a very exclusive limited tier. And we'll do that for the second 30 days, you guys. So we're not going to offer these anytime soon. But at the end of, what do we got? 11 days, 10 days, 11 days. So this has some of the preview art as well, the backup stuff, the Extreme Studios backup stuff. But it also has like promotional stuff, like a lot of promotional artwork that was done in the day. So I did a lot of promotional stuff. There was this, I think this was this piece right here. You can't really see it very well. The one over here. No, it's over here. This was like, was it a Wizard cover? I did it for Wizard. And then I think Hero was a Wizard type magazine, and it was a cover on their book. And I think this right here, this was the Overstreet cover. So black and white got a lot of love in the day. So this was the Overstreet cover there. I think it was going to be made into a retail poster as well, but that never happened. And then this, of course, was this one here was made into the retail poster. And it was also on the back of each one of those Extreme Studios books. There was it 8? There were 8 different books, I think, that it was featured in, like Supreme, Youngblood, Team Youngblood, Bloodstrike, those books. And then it had like those old trading cards that would have a piece. It was like a puzzle, so it was cut up. And then once you assemble all the pieces, it makes one big piece of artwork. So I think there were 8 of them, and each was a piece. And this artwork right here was used for that. So let's see what else we have here. Then this was like an idea for a corner symbol, like the Marvel corner symbols. And then this is all the over here was it says this preview brought to you courtesy of Artie Bear, Image Comics, Extreme Studios, Great Eastern Conventions, and Dynamic Forces, coming in October '94. We're coming up on October. This will be a big month. This will be a big month. John Del Rosa says, hello, good morning. Hope all is well. Same to you, man. Hope everything's good. What year was this? The ash can was 94. So the new ash can, this one here, this was a year or so ago. This was for the Volume 1 campaign. So book 1. So all right. So we're closing in on noon. Let me see if I can find this this clip. All right. So let's see. Hopefully, I don't think you need the sound though, but hopefully you can hear the sound. So this is what it looks like when somebody steals a man's fish. So let's see. This is from last night's comic artists pro secrets live stream. We were closing out Andy Smith's First Man Volume 2 book.
How old is Wayne Newton? Have you seen him lately? I mean,
he does look really old.
Newton. How old is he? He was born in 1942. So what does that make him?
All right. So I thought there was going to be some old jokes at my expense here, but I'm glad there wasn't.
Hold on. When you see him, you're going to be like, you're going to be upset by him.
So you're saying Willie Nelson, who was, I believe, 89, looks younger. So.
Isn't he dead? Didn't he die?
No.
Yeah, Willie Nelson's still around.
Let's bring in a friend of ours.
All right. Watch this. All right. The fish. See notice the fish? It's right there. I worked for that damn salmon. Look at that. You know, I'm right in there with the bears, you know, swimming upstream, getting the salmon. Okay, so then there's that. Okay, so then there's a little banter. You know, so I'm like, look at the face. I'm like, yeah, look at that. That's cool, man. You know, I'm a hunter, high tea, getting in there, you know, getting some dinner for the family.
Art, do you like fish? Do you like to eat fish?
I do like to eat fish, and salmon is a bear's favorite, so I do like salmon.
See that? Okay, so I said that, and so let's keep this going.
But I have to say, I heard fake as shit, and then I was thinking, this looks totally normal, natural, right?
That's how your hair grows. It grows dark hair and gray hair.
And I agree.
See, look at Ethan's face. He's plotting right there. Look at his face. He's looking at look at this.
Now that you've talked about phony baloney, I'm taking your fish away. I'll
See?
hold on 1 second here. Let's try that again. This time, let's see.
See, look at this. Okay, what do you see? What do you see in my mouth? What do you see there? You see nothing. You see nothing. Ethan took the fish right out of my mouth. I don't know how he did it. He did it very, very quickly, but he did it nonetheless. Look at that. Look at it. I looked kind of happy when I had the fish, but now I look a little sad. Yeah. So look at that. That is a sad man. You know, when you take a man's fish, you take a man's pride. And that's what happened here. Okay. So he bounced me out, and then I'm sorry, I can't continue with this.
There's two versions.
Oh shit. Okay. That's enough. Oh my gosh, I can't keep a straight face, man. Yeah, so he stole my fish. That man stole my fish. Let's sober up here, Art. Let's stay with this whole, yeah. There's gonna have to be some apologies. There's gonna have to be maybe some salmon sent, you know, my way. So I'm sure that you can mail order salmon. So I want some salmon steaks sent my way, and an apology before I ever move forward with Ethan Van Sciver. I want a written apology, and I want a box of salmon steaks. I can't do it. No, it was funny. It was so funny. God, I'll tell you, man, this is the best time in my life. I mean, you know, getting roasted like that. And it's weird because all these years I kept thinking, like, at some point I'm going to get bounced, right? Because everybody does on the stream, like, because it's just funny. And so especially when he bounces Shane Davis, it's hilarious. So anyway, I've always like, how's he going to do it? How's he going to do it? How am I going to get bounced from the live stream? And so comedic gold, man. Perfect timing, comedic gold. You completely disarmed me, Ethan Van Sciver. Yeah, all that stuff I said was just, I was just kidding around. Yeah, he's a good guy, man. And I don't know who put the video together, but hilarious. The video is cool, the main video where I catch the fish, but then the alternate version where I don't have a fish is even better. So, so thanks. If anybody knows who that was, let me know. And if you know them, thank them for me, because it was absolutely hilarious. It was a fun time last night. And we helped Andy Smith with his book, First Man, Volume 2. It's in demand right now. So the main campaign is done, but he's still keeping it up in demand, I think, till the book is done and printed. So I think that's how he's doing it. So Past Master Dan, you're not old. Art, just well seasoned. Yes. The bear looks jelly. What does that mean? The bear looks jelly. I don't know what that means. Just got me an ash can. Well, we're possibly going to be bringing those in, so for sure. And I'll let you guys all know how it's all progressing, with the new tiers and stuff. You mean Norm Macdonald? I've been watching Norm videos all morning. R.I.P. Norm. Yeah, Norm Macdonald passed away. My wife told me about it, and I've always liked him as a comedian. I believe I saw his stand-up once at the Comedy and Magic Club in Hermosa. And she told me that he's been battling cancer for 10 years, but really didn't tell anybody. And I think that's really, I like that, because I like the way Freddie Mercury kind of handled his AIDS, his death sentence, where, he just didn't want to dwell on it. He didn't want his last days to be about that, so he didn't want to answer all the questions. He didn't want, his whole legacy to be about, AIDS. He wanted it to be more about his life than about his death. And I think that's what Norm Macdonald did as well. And for some reason, like, I really admire that. My dad, just a quick aside, like, I was so proud of him. He got multiple death sentences. He had a major heart attack. He finally got on a donor list, and then they detected cancer in his lungs. And so he was so weakened, they really couldn't do the surgery. They couldn't do the heart surgery, and they couldn't really do the cancer treatment the way it needed to be done. So every day, man, he didn't talk about it. He celebrated. He went on a cruise with the family. Like, he did all kinds of stuff. Like, he did as much as he could. And he never made it about that. So when we'd visit, we never talked about it. We just hung out. We had a good time. And there's something about that I really respect. I think that's great. Yeah. Poor me. Ethan stole the fish. So let's see. Dunn, Ringel. Ethan is obviously very jelly. Oh, is that like how they say jealous? Jealous, and he took your fish. Yeah, because he knows Sam is delicious. Justice for art. Salmon was right. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Yes, justice for art. Write that in the chat or in his comments. Right, justice for art. Salmon. For art. How dare you take a fish out of a man's mouth? That is the lowest of the low. Oh man, the chat just jumped here. Let me see. Oh my gosh, where is it? There it is. Okay, I got to get this before I can't find it anymore. Thank you, General Piggy, for the $4.99 super chat. You can feed a man fish for a day, or you can take a man's fish and feed yourself. Oh shit. Yeah, well, apparently, yeah, you can club him over the head and take his fish right out of his mouth. It doesn't mean it's right, though. It's still pretty low down. Just because you can do something, General Piggy, doesn't mean you should. Oh, this is good. Can't spell travesty without Ethan. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, let's gang up on Ethan. Oh my gosh. It is hilarious. There will be blood in the street tonight. There'll be salmon blood. Salmon blood indeed. Jasper Plan 9 says, I backed at the limited tier at a limited tier at a high level already. Are you really adding more exclusive stuff? You're killing my wallet. I guess you don't have to back it, but I guess if you're like me, you need all the bells and whistles, man. You need everything. So I guess we'll see how it goes, Jasper Plan 9. But I appreciate your backing. I appreciate your support. So if you want, and you really want what we're going to offer, down the line, then back it. If not, man, I do appreciate. I appreciate all you guys backing. And like I said, if you don't have cash right now to back, just tweet it out, share it on your social media. Every little bit helps. This is all guerrilla marketing. This is all from the hip. The only way the word gets out is either my big mouth or you guys kind of shouting it from the highest mountain. And I do appreciate it. There's not a day that goes by that I do not appreciate everything. Just even you guys hanging out with me right now. I've heard Ethan's very disarming. Yes. Clearly Ethan is jealous of your hairline and stylish beard color. Well, who isn't? Let's see. All right. Yeah. I figured it out. I'm a little slow on the uptake. Yeah, jealous. Jealousy. Look what you've done to me. Let's see. Joe says, last week on Comic Book Kings, while you were away, EBS ran the video and discovered there was an intro video without the fish. Oh, shit. Oh, so this was an epic scheme. This was some schemes and scams. I got schemed by Ethan Van Sciver. Philip. Yes, Mr. Magic Cop and the Lost Pages. Yeah, I think both those books are still in demand. I believe that Magic Cop is still in demand. So go back Philip's book. He's a hardworking lad. He's an old soul. That's why I can get along with Philip. Philip's not one of those young uppity punks that looks down his nose at me and goes, "Listen, old man, that was then, this is now." He's not like that. He's not like that at all. He's like the Shadow. The Shadow radio shows were freaking cool. The Green Hornet, freaking cool. Yeah, he's like that. That's good, man. I think you have to have that kind of perspective. You have to have a love for the old, and then just kind of build off of that. That's what we're all doing. We're building off these legacies. We're building off these icons. They say everything's been done before, but there's always a chance to hit a new market. And every one of us is, even though there might be influences like Black and White is Green Hornet and Kato, even though those influences are there, we completely deviate from that. So it's more like inspiration, but it is kind of building on those legacies. My favorite thing about the Green Hornet was that they were heroes posed as villains. Like most people, I think they don't understand the concept, or like it's just not well known. But I always thought that it was a great idea. Like Spider-Man was kind of the idea, like with J. Jonah Jameson, that he was public enemy number one, right? So, but that was a little bit of a departure from a similar idea. So as far as J. Jonah was concerned, Spider-Man was public enemy number one, but the people that Spider-Man helped and saved, they knew the truth. You know what I mean? So that made for an interesting kind of hero villain thing. And I think when you're a vigilante like Spider-Man and these characters, I think it helps sell the character. Like I like Batman because there's this vigilante aspect. So he is kind of public enemy number one. Like the best Batman stories are when Gotham PD are kind of hunting the guy down. He's a bad guy. He's a vigilante. He's breaking the law. But then there's Gordon, right? And there's a couple allies that know the truth and that kind of support him behind the scenes. And I just love that dynamic. And the Green Hornet and Kato were kind of like a mobster idea. So the radio shows were kind of like they would infiltrate organized crime. Like they would basically, like, say there's a money laundering scheme or whatever it was. They would go in and they would just basically from within, they would take control of the organization, and then they would learn everything they could, and then they would just dismantle it from within. So they would kind of take control of the organization, and so then they could figure out how it worked and how to bring it down from within. And God, I just love those ideas. And trust me, we're gonna pursue some of those ideas with Black and White, because Black and White, their form of justice is very specific, but it's not necessarily like what society thinks of as legal or as the right thing to do. And also there's MI6, which Reed is part of, or he's an ex British Secret Service agent. And so with the next story arc, we're going to see how the MI10 feels, the MI6, and then specifically the MI10 division of MI6 feels about this new form of justice, this British Secret Service, trained, and he knows all the secrets. He knows where all the bodies are hidden in the organization. So we're going to see how they feel about this new form of justice, this Black and White justice, and I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun story. So like the first two issues are more focused on Whitney's backstory. There's a hint of Reed's, but it's mostly Whitney, and then getting the team forged, the Black and White team together. So then the next story arc is going to be, how do they continue as Black and White, and then what does the MI6 think of all this, these shenanigans? Because what I want to do is I also want to make Black and White international. I think that's one of the coolest things about Bond. Bond goes to all these exotic locations and stuff like that, and I want to do that as well. But also, we're dealing with a future tense story, so we're going to get to go to these places, and it's going to be the future of those places. So if they go to India or wherever it is. China, Japan. Well, they've already gone to China. We don't get to see a lot of the technology in this story because it's rural China. But in volume 2, you're going to get to see a little bit more of the technology and how it works in this world. But in the next series, we're going to get into that a lot more. It's going to be awesome. The Amish mafia, money laundering. That would be a funny story. That would be funny. Let's see. Phil is the Shadow confirmed. 1940s Green Hornet movie. Wait a minute. How did I not know about this? There were serialized shorts, I think. I didn't know there was a 1940s movie. Ethan Van Schemer. Those intro videos are great. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm jumping all over the place. Oh, I like this too. Hashtag fish for art's sake. That's good. Let's see. Salmon identity. Salmon ultimatum. Salmon supremacy. The Born identity. That's great. Oh, Pedro, you're awesome. You have any Halloween reading recommendations? No. There's a book, I forget who wrote it. It's one of my favorite kind of thrillers, though. I believe it's called Silent Terror. I don't know who wrote it. It was a long time ago I read the book, and it was about a serial killer. And the backdrop was the 60s, so it's a period piece. And the serial killer, it's funny because it kind of is the origin of a serial killer. So it gets into psychology, and the weird thing is there's a part in the story where you find yourself kind of relating to this guy, in a strange way. It's really twisted, but it's good storytelling, because what this guy does at one point is he just wants to be really good at his craft. And as like a younger guy that just wanted to, he took his craft seriously. I wanted to be like, a really good artist and all that stuff. As I'm reading this, I'm like, yeah, like this guy's thorough. This guy is like, thinks about every detail of the crime he's about to commit and all these other things. And it was strangely scary, because then you're kind of relating it to you, which is it's good storytelling, and it worked. And then another thing about the story, which I thought was really interesting, is since it was in the 60s, I guess it was before like FBI, CIA, before states were sharing information with each other. So if you were a serial killer and you were traveling, that's what this character did. He traveled throughout the United States. So he went state to state. So he would do a few murders, in one region, and then he would move on to the next. And he was kind of like he was is it a hobo? I forget. There's a type that actually works. They travel, but they do jobs for people. And so that's what he did. He would take jobs, and he would kind of learn the lay of the land while he was supporting himself. And then he would find his targets, and then he would do the unthinkable, which was horrible. But it was interesting the way the stories were told. And so the thing is, there was this one detective that started kind of piecing it together. And so then he started going to like across, the border from state to state. And then he was inquiring with local PD if they knew anything about these things, or he was looking into like these serial killings. And then what he started noticing is there was similarities between all these things. And so what he started figuring out is that it was all the same guy. It wasn't just regional. This guy was traveling, throughout. And so the thing is, this detective was so obsessed with it. They tell his backstory as well. I'm probably spoiling this entire book for you guys, but these are like the high points that I thought was cool, that he ends up kind of damning himself in the process. So he's so obsessed with bringing this guy to justice that his family life suffers. All of these things suffer. And he eventually brings this guy to justice. But before that, one of the other things that I thought was interesting is he goes in on a misdemeanor. I don't think it's a murder charge. He goes in, and so he's just a sociopath. He's like good at adapting and stuff. So he's really good in jail. So he actually has privileges, so he can kind of work as a janitor in the jail, in the penitentiary. So he comes upon Helter Skelter himself, Charlie Manson. And so he's mopping, out in front of his cell. And so Charles Manson tries his whole like stare. He tries to look intimidating to this guy. This guy is the real deal. And he just looks back at him, and he just says, "You're nothing. You're a poser," kind of thing. You're nothing. I understand exactly who you are, and you hide behind other people, all this stuff. And he basically, it was kind of a cheer moment. It's like, yeah, this guy exposes this guy, because it's just a fake story. It's not real. But it's interesting that this guy exposes Manson for who he really is. And I think it was called Silent Terror. And I think it was the last good like thriller I read. I wish I could remember the writer, but it was really pretty good. John says, love to hear talk of Golden Age greats like Shadow, The Phantom, John Carter, Conan. Yeah, these are all like, these are templates. These are like heroic templates for everything that came later. All the greats to draw off of the mainstream cultures ignores today. Yeah, because everybody today, like there's this whole like woke SJW kind of thing where they don't want to acknowledge anything of the past. Like modern feminism doesn't even acknowledge feminism of the past. Like they don't even I remember there was some article or somebody exposed these third or fourth wave feminists, and they didn't even know about aliens. They didn't even know about the Ripley character. They didn't know about Terminator, Sarah Connor. Like, they were like, there's no strong females in cinema, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, there were, and there are, action wise. And before that, if you look at even some of the older movies, where they're supposedly all this chauvinism and stuff was happening, those women were still really strong. They weren't like guy strong, they weren't beating people up, but they were strong of mind and will, and they kicked ass. There's plenty of examples of that. I don't think you necessarily have to be a guy to be strong. As I think there's strength in specific strength in femininity, which our culture doesn't celebrate anymore. But basically, even like the US, there's people that are like, oh, well, there was slavery, so therefore everything that America was based on is broken, is horrible. No, we're human. There's frailties. We all make mistakes, but we also correct the mistakes. It doesn't mean everything's bad. It just means that one thing was bad and that it was fixed. It was corrected. And we still see the ripple effects of those things. So there is like a group of people that just think everything that came before them is bad, and they automatically discount it. But what is that? History? If you don't understand history, you're doomed to repeat, all the bad. And that's exactly what these people are going to do. If they have their way, they're going to try to reconstruct the world and try to rebuild it, and they're going to make all the same mistakes, if not more. So they're just foolish. They're not. They like to say that they're enlightened, but they really aren't. They're not very enlightened at all. Let's see. General Piggy says, we need 2 paddles for such a salmon venture. Hell yeah, 2 paddles. Let's see what Drunk Banana has to say. I love these names. Art, when will I know if I'm good enough to draw comics? I think as soon as people are willing to give you money. I think let me think about this. This is a interesting question. When will I know? I don't know. Go to conventions, see what professionals think, judge your work against other artists. And there's 2 ways you can do this. You can find like the worst artist out there in the business, and you can judge yourself against that, and you can go, well, it's as good as this. So then that at least it's entry level, but I was always that guy. I never really operated that way. I always judged myself against what I considered the best. So I never really made a conscious decision to do this. I just did. So I never wanted to be compared to the worst guy out there. I always wanted to be compared to the best guy out there. So I always strive for that. And I have a philosophy too. If you're really good, not necessarily the best, but if you're really good at what you do, people will hire you. Because I used to hear, like at conventions, people would bring portfolios and they say, Marvel says there's no openings. DC says there's no openings right now. And I always try to inspire them, but also be realistic. And I say, if you were really, really good, they would find a way to get you in. They would find a book. They would find a project for you. They would hire you, because the best get work. That it's just that simple. It's not about right or wrong. It's about trying to make money. It's about trying to put your best foot forward and try to attract an audience. So there's no real easy answers. But I think if you compare yourself, like I said, there's 2 ways to do it, and you can do both. Compare yourself to what you think is the lesser guy in the industry and go, well, I'm better than that guy. That's a start. And then you can go, well, I'm going to strive for better, and I'm going to compare myself to the best guy out there and see how that works out, and then be very critical. Like, I wish I remembered the artist that told me this. He told me this early on. I used to bring my artwork to conventions and see what artists thought of my work. And this guy said, he said, it's really good. He said, but I think there's an understanding that you're not getting. Like it's a lot of superficial, but it's not deeper. There's not a deeper understanding of what you're drawing. And then he said, and also the sooner you can remove yourself from your work, meaning stop falling in love with your work, like detach yourself from the work, because then you can see it critically. Because sometimes we get so close to the work and we put so much time and effort into it, we end up falling in love with it. And so when you do that, you can't be critical anymore. You can't see it for what it really is. So he gave me great advice. I've always remembered the advice. I don't really remember the artist. I want to say it was Boris Vallejo, the painter, but I'm not sure. And so, you know, he said, and he said, the faster you can do it, the better. So meaning, if you can divorce yourself from the work as you're doing it, you can make those corrections and those alterations as you're drawing it. You don't have to look back and go, oh my gosh, what did I do? And then the next drawing you try to fix, you know, you try to bring those ideas into it and become better. That's part of it as well. But if you can do it quickly, if you can divorce yourself from the work, then you can edit it and you can fix it as you go along, which I'm still working on. There's things that I've learned about myself over the years that I do innately. It's just what I do, and they're wrong. I don't like them. I make nose bridges too long. There's certain things like I do, and I do them almost all the time. And you see there's some artists that do that and it just becomes their style, but I don't want it to become my style, you know? So every time I do these things, I draw them and I try to think, okay, shorter. Like I'm just using the nose as an example, keep making it shorter. And so then almost always what I think is good at the time, I'll bring into Photoshop and because then I can just play with it, right? I'll shorten the nose. And then I'll go, oh my gosh, I was still really off. So there's something in my brain that sees it a certain way. And I could just write it off as it's my style. You know, I could do that, but I'm striving to do more. There's a look that I'm trying to achieve. So then that's what I do. And I'd say it's a 50-50, like 50-50. I do it correctly, or the way I want it to be done, a conscious decision to make it the way I want it, or, you know, I have to go into digital and just play with it. And so these are ongoing things, Drunk Banana. And so it's not that easy of a decision or a way of knowing. So, but I do think if somebody's willing to pay you, whether it's independent or, you know, whatever it is, whether it's a commission or whatever. Oh man, I got a little, no, hold on. I get congested in the morning. Ooh. Hold on again. And yeah, so take it. If somebody's willing to pay you, take it. And then that's kind of an acknowledgement, you know, that if somebody's willing to pay you, then you kind of know that you're good enough. So I don't know where you're at as far as your skill level, but maybe put a commissions, say, you know, if you think you're good enough, put a commissions inquiry out, like say taking commissions, and then put out some promo commissions that you've done. Make sure you always, oh gosh, make sure you always put your best foot forward. I had an art teacher say, he said, never put watered down or anything in question in your portfolio. He said, always put your best work forward. Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm dying here. Yeah. So he said, like, if you have 10 pieces, but you only have really 3 strong pieces, only put the 3 strong pieces in. He said, because the way that the human brain works is they're going to remember those bad drawings. They're not going to remember the good drawings. So you always put your best foot forward, even on your social media. Don't put out a piece unless you've done everything you know you can do on this piece, because people will judge you based on that piece, and they'll use that as like a reason to not that they're looking for reasons not to work with you, but it will be a strike against you. So only put your best work out there on your social media, everything. So if you have 3 commissions, but you feel there's only one really strong one out of those 3, only show that one. So people will judge you based on your worst. They're not always going to base everything on the best that you do. So there's a saying, you're only as good as your last job. So you always make sure your last job is exceptional. It's just kind of the way it is. It's so weird. It's like, well, it doesn't sound fair, but it's just the way it is. Read The Halloween Tree by Ray Bradbury. It's good. I bet you anything we have that. My wife Pamela is a big Ray Bradbury fan, so I bet you we have that. So that'd be cool. Yeah. I just don't have any time to read anymore. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up, but I'm gonna see. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. Oh, wait. I saw James Elroy. I almost said James Elroy as the writer. I think it was James Elroy. Oh my gosh, no, I can't find it. So yeah, I think it was James Elroy. He writes, it's such a long time ago. James Elroy writes those good crime thriller period pieces. Didn't he have a movie based on one of his books? I can't remember the movie now. Knowledge is power. Let's see what Hyper Kaiju says. Yeah, right. Art. There were literally 0 women on TV and in movies prior to 2016. Nice try. Exactly. Yes, Peter. Oh, you guys actually say these things so much better than I do. I've been saying this on live streams for a while now, and I noticed it was a trend. And even the great Jeff Johns does this, which is, I think it's a crime. You don't make a character stronger by making another character weak. Yes, you don't make. They would do this in the Justice League. They would water down Superman to make Vixen look good. No, you figure out a way to make Vixen shine and Superman shine. It's the Justice League. Give a situation that only the Vixen can handle, something that Superman can't do. That's why you have all these different powers. That's why you have diversity. Write the diversity. Write to the character's strengths. Don't weaken the character. Fantastic Four. Oh, well, if you're going to make a villain look good, you have to have him take down Ben Grimm. Nonsense. You know what I mean? Like have strife, have struggle, but don't always do it at the cost of another character. The Ben Grimm thing might have been a bad analogy, but you have to make your villain almost more powerful than your hero. You have to outclass your hero with the villain, because the hero has to be kind of the underdog. It works best that way. Like, against all odds, he took down the evil. Like, that's what we cheer for. That's what we look for. And this used to be kind of common knowledge in the industry, but somehow woke, I guess, for the lack of term, and things like that started getting involved. And then they started tearing down other characters to make these, actually, just to be frank, weaker or less characters look good. It's not a great way to do it. Your hero's only as good as your villain. I know that these sound like cliches, but these have to be said because there are people that don't understand Something's going on. Did I just black out? Am I back? Am I back? My internet. Yeah, I am going to wrap this up, but I do want to see if we got any more backers. We're doing pretty good. You guys are the best. We got that 49K. We're well over 49 at this point. So let me just share it. This will be my parting shot. Black and White, Volume 2, Man versus Machine, 49.80. So we are, what did I say, 920 away from 50K, and that 50K will get us that next stretch goal, which is upgraded cover stock, square bound binding for the main book and the variants. And yeah, and we're just 9 backers away from 600 backers. So this is really fantastic, you guys. Help spread the word. If there's anybody out there that wants to back, please back within the next couple of days, because we can get this. I think we can get this thing to 50K by the end of the week, and that would be a great way to go into the last week of the first 30 days. So thanks again, you guys. You guys are the best. I do appreciate it. Have a fantastic day. I do believe there's going to be a pontificators tonight. I think it's 8 Eastern time. I'm going to check in with the guys, see if everybody's willing to give some time up. I always appreciate those guys coming in, and we're going to find a good topic to talk about and have a good time. So that's the pontificators later tonight on this channel. And go back Black and White. Take care, guys.